What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking an overview look at the tech features and the performance features found on the 2019 Volkswagen Jetta GLI Autobahn edition. Now, as you can tell, I'm kind of in a different environment than I normally am. I'm in the Bay where we shoot all of our product photos. So everything you see online from the dealership is shot in here. And the reason I'm in here is because it is very cold and very rainy. As you can see, this car is soaking wet, but hopefully that doesn't detract from how good it looks. I've made a full kind of history of / 35th anniversary edition feature video. I think I made it back in July, maybe June, maybe a little earlier than that. So I'll put a link above for that. But in this one, this is the top trim level that you can get here on the GLI. So I wanted to talk about it more specifically as far as some of the little accents that it has, some of the nicer tech features that it has compared to that 35th anniversary edition that we looked at in the past. So starting right up front, you have a 2.0 liter turbocharged TSI engine, which is what you're going to get across the board here on the GLI. It is obviously a very powerful engine, very fast engine, which is what you'd expect on the sportier version of the Jetta. Now you've got LED headlights, LED daytime running lights. You've got some of these accents up here that are specific to the GLI, obviously the GLI badge, some of these red pieces here, as well on the front fascia, and some of the other accents that we'll look at around the side of the car are specific as well to the GLI trim. Now, for those that are big into performance, you do have an XDS Plus cross differential system and a VAQ limited slip front differential lock. Now, in addition to those, you do have ventilated front and solid rear disc brakes with those striking red calipers that I'm a huge fan of. I love the red accents all around here, not only on the exterior, but also inside. Now, moving on up top, you do have a power tilting and sliding panoramic sunroof. You've got foldable heated side mirrors with blind spot monitoring and integrated turn signals. You've got 18-inch alloy wheels with all-season tires. Again, they're kind of a machine finished two-tone look, again with those red calipers that just really pop out. You've got LED tail lights with GLI badging right underneath. You kind of have a little bit of a rear spoiler, nothing significant. And then you do have the dual chrome exhaust tips, which are specific to the GLI package that we have here. All right, and that is pretty much everything here on the exterior. Like I mentioned, some sporty elements there, GLI badging in red, that kind of red lip that runs on the front fascia, the GLI badging with the red stripe. You've got a really sculpted hood as well, just very sporty, as you'd come to expect with the GLI. But let's go ahead and hop inside and take a look at some of the tech features. All right, guys, so the first thing that you may notice in the cabin is that digital dash as well as the interior ambient lighting. Now, this is 10-color interior ambient lighting, and how you control that is go under Vehicle, go to Settings, and then scroll down until you see ambient lighting, click that, and you have access to all 10 colors. Now, there's two different ways you can do it. You can do it via like an automatic mode where it switches based on your driving mode, and you can do it manually like I just showed. It's kind of hard to see now with all the lights on, but let's go ahead and cut the lights, and then we'll switch through those different lighting systems. So you've got just a white light there, and a red, an orange, kind of a yellow, another lighter yellow, kind of a seafoam green, 3 different blues, and then a pink option. Now, not only does the lighting go around the edge of the cabin, it's on the doors as well. It's underneath the doors. If they're open, you can see it down here where your I/O ports are underneath your climate control. And it also changes your gauges. So right around where it says your speed or what gear you're in, it will change based on what color you set it to. And I think that looks really cool. It's a really nice way to customize your cabin. Let's go ahead and turn the lights back on and move on. All right, so not only do you have that ambient lighting, but you also have that digital dash. Now, I've talked about this in my other videos, but it's the kind of second version or second generation of the digital dash. Instead of being the full screen and not having any physical gauges at all, it has physical gauges on the sides and then the software gauges in the middle. Now this allows for a little bit more customization. You can switch through different views. So I really like this one. It's super clean, just shows your speed, little vehicle information at the top, and then your gear at the bottom left and your speed again at the bottom right. You can also bring a little more information back, like the media you're listening to, miles till empty, and then you can bring back your gauges. But if you have navigation, now unfortunately, you do not have navigation as an option in the GLI, so this doesn't really benefit you. But if you do have navigation, let's say on another type of Volkswagen, it will display here in the middle, and then if you push view, it will separate there and it will give you full screen navigation. Again, unfortunately, it's not here on the GLI Autobahn edition, but you do have that as an option on other trims. So that is the digital dash. It's basically completely customizable, which I think is fantastic. Again, also with that interior ambient lighting. Now you have a Beats premium audio system with a subwoofer. Now if you're familiar with Beats at all, you'll know that most of their stuff is very bass heavy, so that's to be expected. As far as other like elements around the cabin that are sporty, that are specific to the GLI, you do have that really nice red kind of accent stitching on everything. Leather wrapped steering wheel with that accent stitching, GLI badging. On your 7-speed automatic DSG transmission here with sport mode, you also have, it's kind of leather wrapped in a sense, but more like leather padded with a polished kind of matte silver 2-part system there. And you have a leather wrapped and accent stitched bottom half of that, I guess. And then you have heated and ventilated leather seats with that, again, red accent stitching. Some nice accents. Everything's very driver-centric in this cabin. It's all angled towards you. The screen is angled, the climate control is angled towards the driver, and it's very sculpted and just very sporty, as you'd expect in the GLI. So dual zone climate control, as I mentioned, you also have software controls of it here, so you can go in and see when I've got the air turned on, that I got heat coming out. It's coming out right here. Nice little animation telling you. And if I go ahead and change the positioning, you'll see that it will show on the screen where it is coming out from. I love that. I think it's great. You can also sync from this system, all that good stuff. It'll show you even when your seats are heated at the bottom there or cooled. Really cool system overall. Go ahead and turn that off. Now, your display up here has everything you'd come to expect: radio, phone, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, vehicle information, sound controls, climate controls like I just showed. You have images even where you can insert an SD card. It is located in the glove box, and you can play images on that screen as well, which is cool. Nothing crazy, nothing outrageous. Standard rear vision camera with your level markers there showing you how close you are to an obstacle. You do have an electronic parking brake as well, and driving modes. So you can switch your driving mode between custom, eco, normal, sport, all that kind of stuff right there with the button on the next to the shift knob. Now the driver's seat is a 6-way power adjustable seat, which also has power lumbar support. The passenger seat, unfortunately, is a manually adjustable seat, but they're still super comfortable. They're calling them comfort sport seats, which I can definitely confirm they are comfortable and they are sporty, especially with that accent stitching. I'm a big fan of that. And that is pretty much everything inside the cabin here. Again, like I mentioned, very sporty overall. A lot of nice custom features for not much more than a normal Jetta would be. This one runs about 29 grand. So you get a lot for that price, especially having that digital dash, the 10-color interior ambient lighting, the really sporty accent stitching all throughout the cabin, the 7-speed automatic transmission, electronic parking brake, push-to-start engine. I could go on and on. The only thing that I think is really lacking in the cabin here is the rear view mirror here. It's not, there's no really electronics to it at all. There's no compass, there's no HomeLink universal garage door opener controls. There's no auto dimming feature, nothing like that. I think they kind of, they had to compromise in some areas because I think overall this is a really, really nice car and with a lot of really nice features for the price, not to mention under the hood having that 2.0 liter turbocharged engine. So just a really cool, sporty car overall. And that's pretty much everything. Let's hop back outside. All right, guys, and that is the 2019 Volkswagen Jetta GLI Autobahn edition. Now, drop a like on the video if you loved it. Tell us in the comments down below, what's your favorite part? Do you like the red accents? Do you not? Do you wish your car had 10-color interior ambient lighting? Because I do. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button to be among the first to see all our Volkswagen videos, including the 2020 Tiguan that we've got coming out very soon. We don't have any top trim levels yet, but we have an S trim level, so I'll do kind of a first look video on that. Should have that out in the next week or two. So go ahead and hit subscribe and you'll be among the first to see that, and we'll see you in the next one.